I am going to talk about the bees. And Dave had a chance to see down below over there. I let a local neighbor put his bees on my property. I flattened out an area down there thinking, okay, I'm going to use it for something, camping, I don't know. And then we get this in the neighborhood.
Somebody was looking for it.
Yeah, remember, did you ever see that?
I saw
Bill the
I saw it
bee
a couple
guy,
times.
and he never got a hold of me. I thought, oh, everybody's like me, they're crazy about bees, and he's probably fine a place. Why is he gonna... And then one day he calls me and says, did I call you yet? And I've got bees down there, hence I've got a lot of bloom on the moringa, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah. I have bees too.
Do you? And I actually have a beehive behind my garage over there, so I can't have to tell you guys not all from. It just they populated some bee boxes I have
Cool.
there.
Good.
So I have my bee suit and everything. You're going to see it. So just some fun facts. Start here. There are over 20,000 species of bees. About 400 in California, and about 25% of these are native. In California, it's about 16,000 species. 30% of the food crop that we eat, whether directly or indirectly, for instance, the alfalfa for the animals, that requires pollination. So 30% of our food. So when we started losing the bees because of the CCDs, that's big. There are a lot of plants that don't need pollination, a lot of them, but 30%. 10% of the bees are social, and 75% are solitary. So bees, most of them aren't, in these beehives. They're these solitary bees that maybe they are in a little hole in a tree and they're just by themselves, or in the ground. And another thing, wasps are not bees. Now, honey is regurgitated nectar. Only honeybees die after stinging. So anything else that bites you is going to keep biting you. I found that out one day. I had one of these big hats, and it must have been like, maybe it was a wasp or something else. But it got caught, and it started panicking. It started bouncing back and forth between my big hat when I was out gardening, and just bit me repeatedly.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a learning experience. CCDs, colony collapse disorder, is only affecting the managed hives. I don't know what it is. So, and only honeybees make enough honey to harvest. Most native bees make no honey at all, or just enough for their little lifespan because they're solitary. Okay, 16,000 species in California. And then they do this waggle dance to talk to each other. It's a figure 8. And in fact, I've gone out and moved hives. That one in particular was in a cone, like a construction orange cone, on one of the sites that
Awesome.
I had, as a city, the city landscape architect consultant. I was telling him about, I'm into beekeeping. I'm learning about it. He goes, we got a hive down here off the slope of this new community. And I go, well, okay, let me take a look at it, right? And so I go down there. It's in a cone in this back. A lot of these communities now, they're outlying areas. They landscape them, and the slopes, they create these trails. And there was this old cone there, and there was a beehive. So I went down there with my husband, and we figured out a way to put a grill underneath it, and then put window screening, and tape it really quickly, and then that way I could lift the whole thing and walk. And I said, honey, you just walk ahead of me, because any kids coming down there with their bikes, people were jogging, you tell them, turn around now. And we got to the street, and there was even a little girl looking out her window, and we looked like these, two people in moon suits. And I said, she's like, what are you doing? It was pretty cool. And that's one of the hives I have right now to this day.
Oh.
It's awesome. Yeah. And they will travel within a couple miles or more. Preferably, they want to stay really close. They want to stay really close, but they will travel if they have to. I actually keep half of a cut-off barrel full of water right behind here, right behind these planters for the bees. And just real quick, the drones, the males die at mating. Oh, I happen to be out here filling these, the soil here. I have a hive in this oak tree over here. And all of a sudden there was this huge swarm. They were just going in circles around. I'm like, oh my God, that's a new queen. the queens live about a year.
Mm.
So they had a new queen had been born, and she has to come out, fly into the air, and then the drones have to fly around and mate with her, and that's it. She's going to have thousands and thousands of eggs she's going to lay, and it's from that mating, and they just all swarmed around that tree, and it was from that hive, and I was standing right next to it. I just sat there. It was amazing. This is actually a picture I took of a bee. If you can imagine all the different species, and you see he's very different. He has a just shiny body, shiny black head, and very distinct stripes. I haven't ID'd him yet, but I took this picture myself with my phone. And one day I just sat there. If you can just sit there and observe all the different insects, there's going to be maybe 9 different bees that you aren't even aware of flying around on your property.
Some of the strangest bees.
Yeah. There's that big, huge
Total
black
black
one too.
ones.
The
Yeah.
big one.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
solitary.
Yeah, it's all
I got a lot of these
black.
guys.
Yeah.
So I don't
Mason
see 'em
bees.
on your-
Yeah,
on
these
your
are really
thing
teeny.
there.
Yeah, this is just.
And some of the big ones love the moringa flowers right now at my
Unless
house.
This is maybe that's the one.
And this is proportional to this. So this guy's actually really, really teeny,
Mm-hmm.
and this is kind of proportional.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna head up.
Okay.
So, and then I'll signal to my hub to start some lunch.
Does need walkie-talkies?
I do. I have
You
a
do?
couple walkie-talkies. They're plugged in, but I was
That's
going to
awesome.
give you one.